all sick of this map by now, but I'm gonna get the last one of the night, so bear with us. It's me and Elfie again. Say hi, Elfie.
Hi, Elfie. / dad jokes.
Classic.
Alright, yeah, as
Speaking of dads though, resident community dad Arcane, leading the kitty caps, and Ballfathers playing this one. I just noticed I don't have a group link. Someone hook me up.
Might need that. So yeah, on the kitty caps, so I believe, oh no, they got their win, didn't they? Evoke, Arcane, Dimsim, and Boars. I still think they're in last place. Versus Ballfathers, Aspi, Letty, Esteem, and Jake.
Yeah, it should be good. We'll see the kitty caps have had a resurgence in form since Arcane's taken the mantle. So see if they can keep it up. They're coming against Ballfathers tied for first at the moment. So it should be a real challenge for them.
Alright, just getting into game. We've seen two completely different types of games tonight. The Cap 22's game was a bit of a blowout, very, very offensive. Whereas the last game was a lot slower and a lot more defensive. A lot more prevent was being played, particularly in that first half. I think it was only 2-1 in the first half. So that just shows that both styles can occur on this map. As we get in, Tagro in the middle, Ballers looks like we'll be able to go that easily, so a bit of an advantage there. All the pups going on offense at the moment.
Yeah, definitely the offensive power-up partnership is going to be pretty powerful here. Ballers leading him out now. Letty's going to go for that snipe. He's going to slow Ballers down, slow Dimsim down, but that's an unfortunate spike. So Jake last one ahead with the Juju, so he's going to be hard to contain. Time's out. Letty goes over the top, and they manage to hold it off and get that first kill right under the 30-second mark.
I'm not entirely sure what Tim was doing. I mean, it worked out in the end, so I can't really criticize him too much, but it looked like he took his damn sweet time getting that cap. Arcane and Evoke work on the shutting down of the offense. Letty, though, is able to get through those mid spikes and set himself up at a boost, looking to come in. 3 on OD, though. Might be a tough ask.
He's looking for the line, but they've got all the regular sort of lines blocked off. Arcane's now pushing him off as well, pushing him into the spike field. Going to try and close him out, just force him back. Letty's just going to lead him around in circles, I imagine. And unfortunately, he doesn't get the power up, he spikes himself. So Letty's going to get that one. He's going to walk away with it. Ball's unable to get him in the corner as well, but Dimsim is away. As he hot on his heels. Letty's rolling bomb does get blown, but he's still got plenty of room for now, not pushing him too hard. And Dimsim gets returned in the corner. And Evoke now with the regun. Good to see Evoke back around. Apparently he's been missing from scrims.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how he plays, and it was the most expensive on this team, I think, so we're looking for a bit of a carry. Very undermanned at the moment, the kitty caps, so he's one of the definite majors players, you would think. Unfortunately, it's not enough as Esteem strolls in for a nice and easy cap through the gate, and Aspi on the regrab.
He's away through, and Evoke chasing him. Arcane's there to give him a bit of a hand, but Aspi's going to lead him back for now. Lining up the snipe, Arcane just goes straight through the gate. And Dimsim unable to lock down a snipe either, so just kind of lead him around. But no one's positioned for power up, so Letty just picks that one up. Jake picks up right easy. I'm not sure if left spawned yet. I'm guessing not.
It would have probably been a rolling bomb, and Aspi goes for a kiss on Ballers. Letty, though, coming in. Jake has that tag, but that'll run out soon. Oh, he doesn't have enough time to tag Arcane, but the blocks are on. Evoke's unable to stop the cap. That makes it 2-1 to the Ballfathers. Evoke looking to get out. Esteem trying to close him down. Jake, on the other hand, is not able to get out. Letty helps the other team out. Evoke still trying to make his way out. He's being very passive here. Oh, finds a little bit of space.
He got the bait out in the corner, but Arcane unable to hold off Aspi on the button there, so it's going to be a return and a defensive reset for both teams at the moment. Dimsim and Evoke doing a good job on defense to hold that off, and Balls now comes in. He's going to make the grab, and he does get some nice bomb down to the bottom. Aspi's there to block off that boost, so Balls going to be forced up. Power up spawning. This team's going to pick up that rolling bomb in the base. Aspi picks up middle, and yeah, all three going over the Ballfathers. So Kitty Cap's power up game still lacking in this rotation with no power ups gained.
Yeah, and then 9 and 3 so far. Ark looking to bomb in. He doesn't need power ups. The Steam though, getting out with the rolling bomb, and Boris is in a precarious position on that far side. Does get out very, very well. And
I'm guessing Arcane rubbed against the wall, because that should have been a straight bomb and a cap, so that's unfortunate for them, but yeah, still manages to create those opportunities, even 3 power-ups down. They get managed to squeeze out a return on the other side of the map. Jake now away with the regrab. Boris doing a good hold so far. I know Pat was very unhappy Boris is closing in on him as far as hold goes. But
yeah, sometimes it can be a tough map to hold on, and particularly when you're up against a defender like Evoke, you might find it. Oh, sorry, like Letty and Esteem, you might find it a bit tough to hold. But sorry for any
Esteem, the classic defensive partnership.
Sorry for any problems on the stream. I'll try and get those fixed as soon as possible. Ball was sitting on OD with that tag pro, cleans up well, gets 2 tags and a flag. And Jake really needs to stay alive here. Ball's not getting any help from Ark though. They don't have regrab here, the Kitty Caps.
Ooh, and they've got the gate on, but he doesn't beat this team to it, so that's going to put Jake and Letty ahead. Jake misses it though, but Letty's away with the grab, so that's going to be a cap tonight. That was a close one, but unable to get through, but no regrab, so Evoke gets a turn, and Letty makes it 3rd cap now for the Ball Fivers, pulling it up to a 2-cap lead. Jake coming over, trying to make it up to 4 now, but all 4 players up there from the Kitty Caps are going to hold him off.
Yeah, Evoke was caught in no man's land there. He should have sat at the boost and bide his time, but instead he just walks down, and he doesn't have any option. As soon as that snipe comes across, he can't move anywhere, and obviously gets the shot down and gives away the cap, so he needs to be a little bit smarter than Evoke. Arcane. A completely blind bomb straight down, but pays off, and Boris looking to get out.
That was definitely Calcare, but yeah, it's that's a nice bomb straight through all of them, but going all the way up top means they are going to get back ahead of him into the base, so almost gets there, but unfortunate. But Evoke now with the Juke might have a bit of better luck. Still 3 to beat.
Well, I thought they were going to go for 3 on blocks there. They didn't really have a defender. Evoke and Dim were on O with that first attempt coming into base, and that probably cost them. Arcane was the only one there, and he had 3 to block, so not really a chance. But they are still keeping that regrab train alive.
Yeah, it looked like that was what they were trying to do. Yeah, just Evoke kind of just handed off and getting back to Balls, who as soon as he got over to regrab, so they did it again, just making sure they just keep that flag out of the red base. But looks like it's going to end up right back there with a defensive reset, unable to keep the train alive. That said, they're still doing a good job on defense at the moment, preventing too many grabs escaping the base.
Yeah.
Just need to start bringing that flag home.
And they have evened up on pups a little bit, but as we say that, Esteem wins his battle, as well as Jake and Asby. So commentator's curse right there. Arcane does shut that first pup down. Asby looking to get out here, using the rolling bomb well. Hopefully Jake will get on regrab soon. He does get a nice block, does Asby, but it's not enough. Evoke still closing him down. And really no chance of getting out there.
Yeah, it's interesting to see, yeah, Bullfivers really haven't been getting out of base that much, but when they do, they just manage to get the flag down, which is how they've managed to get this lead going. Yeah, definitely not seeing too much progress now from the Kitty Caps offense and getting it over there.
It's been relatively even for the most part, I'd say. I think just a couple of off mistakes from the Kitty Caps. Maybe not a lot of cohesion in that team right now, and not a lot of Majors experience either, with Dim Sim and Ark playing. So they're putting up a good fight, but at the moment, definitely being just a tad outclassed.
Jake looks like he's going to be waiting for his power up to tag pro, unfortunately, so that means Dim Sim's going to be able to get that return. But that said, they do manage to keep the power up advantage for this round, picking up 2 out of the 3. Evoke doesn't get the snipe on Asby, so he's going to be coming around. Arcane with the tag pro is on regrab, but Jake with that tag pro threatens him off it, and that's going to mean cap number 4 for the Bullfivers, and Asby getting one on the board now.
That was all Jake sacrificing the flag for the tag pro. Regardless of what it is, you want that pup. You don't want the other team getting the pup, and you're able to use it for the next 15 seconds after you respawn. So that was definitely the right decision to kill himself there and sacrifice for the pup. Uses it well. Boris, just boosting into that gate. Very unlucky. Letty, finding a lot of space around the spikes.
Letty. I imagine that spike field is just Letty's playground for this map. It'd be impossible to catch in there. And that's he's coming around to the base now. Steen's got the blocks on Boris. Asby giving a bit of a hand as well, and that's going to be cap number 5 with 2 minutes left on the clock now. But Asby only one left ahead, but Arcane goes the long way around with the boost, which puts him on the wrong side of Asby. and it means he's going to even pick up the rolling bomb on the way out. So Asby cleaning up at the moment. Ball was getting a lucky rolling bomb there. If it was anything else, that would have been a return. That would have been cap number 6. But it's keeping it alive for now. Back into the spike field of Steam now with the regrab of Vogue, trying to get over there, but a bit too far behind. Arcane gets the snipe over the top though, and Letty and Jake coming down into the base ahead of Balls. Asby and Steam closing in. Balls going to have to move quick if he wants to make anything happen. But 2v1 is not much Arc can do, and can't get through the corner either. So again, no cap for the Kitty Caps.
No solid blocks there from Evoke either. He didn't really make contact with any of the OD members, so didn't really give Balls too much of a chance. Speaking of Balls, he is on that bomb looking to get out. Does not choose to use the portals at all. In fact, just chooses to bomb straight into a Steam, and as you'd expect, didn't work out very well. The Steam does get the tag pro. Pups are coming up. Balls fighting Letty for that mid pup. It is a bit delayed though. He was in a good position, but he started the fight too early. Jake's able to pull that rolling. He might be able to get a grab off this.
Everyone's got cleaned up off the mid pup though, but in the end, Ball Fathers are going to be able to pick it up. So yeah, again, the power up advantage going over the Ball Fathers here. So I think the Caps are pretty much done for this half. They're just going to have to try and hold off. The Imsim does make a grab though, but unable to bomb past the Steam again. He's doing an excellent job of keeping them in base so far. Asby now with the flag going for the corner, waiting for the bomb. It's not going to happen, but he gets the portal anyway. And Ark unable to lock him down either. Evoke manages to get over, get under him, get that return. Jake through the middle though, ahead of 2. They've got some blocks on in base. He's coming in. Asby with a rock solid block on board. 6-1 to wrap up the half.
Yeah, I don't think Asby was looking for that bomb. I think he was looking for the handoff, but the defense was able to cover it, at least in the short term. Of course, Jake did eventually get out. A cap for every single member of All Fathers, Letty with 3. Pops. Kitty Caps started off being dominated a little bit on Pops. They brought it back. It was relatively even about halfway through the game. End up finishing 20-10. So double the Pops to the Ball Fathers, absolutely killing it. And that is one of the reasons why they are 6-1 up at halftime.
Yeah, not much else that can be said really. Just you can sort of see where the difference between a top of the ladder team and a lower ladder team sort of, you can see where the differences are made. It's in those things like that the power up control, the communication, the just in general, just out of how sort of well practiced you look. But yeah, Kitty Caps are putting in a pretty valiant effort. But yeah, I guess it's just really the lack of experience is hurting them. And against Ball Fathers are one of the most quality experienced teams around. So
yeah. Ball Fathers played that half relatively well. There was a period where Kitty Caps were definitely on top, and I think it was when they was pulling those pups back. They had a really strong recap train, but the Ball Fathers didn't let up on that OD. They were very, very disciplined, which is what I expect from Asby, and drilling that into his team. They were very disciplined. They didn't overcommit. They didn't go for silly grabs. They stayed all 4 alive, all 4 ahead, and eventually got that reset. And from there, they were able to springboard and start getting their dominance back, and that really shows just the quality of players and the quality, I guess, of the practice possibly that they have. I don't know if Kitty Cats have practiced too much. So we get into the second half. You expecting much of a change in the second half, TJ?
Oh, I'm hoping that Kitty Cats managed to claw this pup game back, because obviously that's the most clear area where they could have improved and really helped their chances. But ultimately, I think the Ball Fathers probably going to win out this half as well. I think just the experience is just going to be a bit too much. But we'll see what kind of a fight Kitty Caps can put up.
Yeah, I think a lot of it will hinge on the defensive partnership of Arcane and Evoke. If they can keep that flag in base, it'll give an opportunity for Balls and Dim Sim to work their magic. And if they can keep that regrab train alive like they did in the first half, then they might get a couple more chances. Pups, unfortunately, even though the Kitty Cats do need the upper hand on Pups, they're not going to be able to get the tag pro in the base of the Ball Fathers. So a bit of a handy start.
Not getting the middle Juju Seavers, it's still 2-1, so not the start they wanted, but it's the start they've got. And a quick flash, it definitely isn't going to help either Dim Sim. Oh no, Lumi now. Didn't even notice the stuff, Illuminati, so up for Dim Sim. Ball was forced into the grab there, but he doesn't make it by enough time for Evoke to get on regrab with the handoff, and Lumi to get over with the return. So 1 left ahead. Jake is through them all though. Balls and Arcane trying to get those blocks on, but can't get them on in time. Evoke forced back down, doesn't get the corner boost either, so bit unfortunate there. It's a early opportunity going to waste, but Lumi there with the regrab ready to go.
Don't know if Ark should have used, Evoke should use both of those boosts when trying to come back into base. I definitely think he should have used one and left the other one open, but doesn't really matter now.
I don't think it was the boost path he meant to take. I think he was looking for just a corner rebound and divine intervention. 2 tag pros on the other end of the map is going to make it difficult for him. He's not going to be able to get both of them, so Jake's going to lead him out. Now it's just going to slow down the other tag pro, so the team coming over with that double tag pro score, which is scary to look at. Lumi's going to come in here to try to help Bolus out. Tag pros all do time out. And yeah, just the hold's keeping it alive for now. Bolus doing a good job. It does get returned. Commentator's curse. Esteem looking to get through now. Lumi forced into a grab. He just managed to bomb out the base. Letty with a regrab now, and yeah, still just seeing this really frantic offense from both teams, really just making sure they just keep this hold alive as long as possible.
Yeah, just on that last regrab train, Ark actually came off to start chasing. I think he wanted to swap with Illuminati, but just as they started to swap, Bulls dropped the flag, so they were a little bit delayed, and Lumi was lucky to get out with that bomb, did really well, but if that didn't pan out, that would have been on Ark, leaving regrab and not giving his team the chance to get out again and keeping the train alive. They did finally win a pup battle.
Oh, that was close too. I think I don't think Letty knew they was about to get a return there, otherwise he might have waited a little bit longer. But that's a close save there. It's going to keep it still drawn up now with 2.5 minutes past. Evoke trying to lock down Letty, but again, Letty a bit too strong in that spike field. I speak too soon. He ends up getting spiking himself. Jake with the regrab, pretty safe for now, just bombing all over the place. Boris unable to catch him quite yet. And yeah, Jake's just going to slip right through there.
Almost gets sniped out by Evoke. Jake is a lot better at holding than he used to be. He's been playing majors pretty regularly this season. He's doing a good show.
Boris might be in trouble. He's got to use the bomb, and he gets out somehow. All the way up to the top. Gets returned, but it gives Evoke and Arcane enough time to lock down that return and the regrab. So Arcane now away. Steam's going to get that rolling bomb in the middle, though, and that's going to be a problem for Lumi. He's just gone straight for the grab. Bit hasty from him there. That leaves it wide open. That's going to be first cap of the half.
Yeah, Evoke went for that mid pop and wasn't unable to leave 2 on OD, and that might have been the deciding factor in there in that cap. Obviously the power-ups as well, though. Very, very strong from the Ballfathers, as we've come to expect. Ooh, almost getting out. Ark there off the bomb. And probably a full reset again. Always looking for a handoff with that offensive partner. Don't know what he's trying there.
A little bit too aggressive, I'd say. But yeah, now Lumi just sort of all over the place. Lumi and Boris, a bit of a strange offensive partnership. They haven't been able to get too much synergy going. It just seems to be one run in, next one run in, and then just kind of hope to get out. But having a go on it, but just really cleaned up. But yeah, Boris there waiting for the power up.
Lumi gets mid uncontested too.
There we go. So that's a bit more of an even spread of power-ups this time. We've only 2 left still active. Lumi away with the rolling bomb, still intact. Ball was trying to give him an escort, but from the wrong side of the spike field. Lumi forced to blow his bomb. Arcane still unable to lock down Jake, and that's unfortunate bomb in the base there. Gets returned. Evoke now with the regrab. Get the bomb, he gets away through the portal. Letty with the regrab on the other side there.
Loom used that rolling bomb way too early. If he was able to keep that intact whilst coming into base, he would have been able to use it offensively. Instead, he didn't even bother juking the chaser. He just sort of used it and said, here you go, you can have it. So not giving his team the best chance. of Steam with a sick bomb straight down, closing down Looms, and they might have 2 on 2 blocks. Letty's looking to come in. The blocks were good enough, even though they doubled up on Arcane.
Yeah,
Letty sort of juke out of both solo.
Slipped out of Evoke there, and just Evoke caught flat-footed, so the 2v1 blocks were enough. And they get a cap out of it with 5 minutes now left in the half. Aspie trying to look for a way in. This team's going to get that tag, bro. It's going to leave the base wide open. Aspie's going to go right over the top, not even necessary. Walks out one in. That tag's on defense, just a bit too strong.
Yeah, and just looking at the returns, 26 to 10. So much more grabs, or so many more grabs from the kitty caps. You can see those flaccid, maybe that inexperience from Boris and Illuminati in that partnership. Yeah, just desperation flaccid there as I'm talking about it. 29 to 10 returns. They're able to shut it down a lot more, have the Ballfathers, but for the most part it's just been flacids after flacids from the kitty caps. Not what you want to see in majors.
Yeah, and there we go. Letty just gets away through there, but Lumi managed to get him at the last second through the gate. Ball's now looking to have a go, but Letty just comes straight to the portal. Lumi goes straight for the grab, gives no chance there. And
Again.
yeah.
It's what we talked about, what we just talked about not 10 seconds earlier, those flaccets. Loom did not need to grab. Ball just went straight down to the corner, looking for a handoff. Loom needs to read that situation, realise he's not going to get out, and pull off and play some OD. But he wasn't able to do that, just decides to go for the grab anyway.
Ball does get a good power-up pick up in the middle with that tag pro though. He's going to start trying to make it work. He's just going to go straight for the grab, straight for the bomb out, manages to get it. They're coming over the top here. Arcane had the button, so that means it's through the gate, and they're going to get down there. So that's the first cap of the half for the Kitty Caps.
Not a lot of communication there between Arc and Evoke. Evoke takes the snipe up relatively aggressively after Arc already got the return, and that allowed the offender Steam to get out. They do eventually shut him down when he gets back to base, but could have been a second cap there. Jake, oh,
That's unfortunate.
Kills both the chasers in that mid spikes.
Yeah, Ball's in trouble. He's going to have to make something happen. But Letty goes straight for the portal, which leaves the middle wide open for Ball, so he's going to get away. And a bit of time to get the return, but no one dares to get Asp. Ball does manage to live a little bit longer. Does leave, but Asp looking for the kiss here, but then draws back. Chase is still not locking him down yet, but Evoke's going to get that rolling bomb in the middle. Lumi gets the juke shoots, and but the tag pro goes over again to the Ball fathers, which is the one they want.
A crucial tag pro. Although they aren't able to keep the FC alive with that tag pro. Evoke looking for some suicides. Unfortunately, Ball wasn't able to come in off that. So they're not going to be able to get a cap. In fact, they're going to be shut down. It could go the other way. Jake almost hitting that corner and combining with the boost. Loom running straight into that corner though. And Jake's able to just give him a little sidestep. Asby with the regrab meanwhile ahead of 3 after some more flaccets from the Kitty Caps. They've essentially given up nice blocks on base as well. And Asby strolls in for another quick cap.
And Lumi make sure he gets one more platinum. Yeah, that was fortunate. I think, Lumi had the right idea. He was going for the kiss, but a bit too strong there, and Jake was pretty easily able to sidestep him. And then the regrab cap again. So, it's just sort of really blown it out now in the second half. 7-1 now. 2 minutes left.
Yeah, and if you just rewind it about 10 seconds, you'll notice Letty up in that top left corner. There's no bomb. He was looking for a handoff. Jake, though, wasn't buying it because he knew he was going to get blocked out. And that's the difference between the two teams, is that sort of play. Jake and Letty smart enough to realise it's not on this time. We'll keep the OD. We'll keep it solid. We'll give our team a good chance. And speaking of good chances, 2 tag pros. Letty strolls in for an uncontested cap, pushing it to 8-1 for this half. 16-11 on power-ups as well, with only one more round remaining. Asvi almost sneaks in, Ball shuts him down though. Evoke rather aggressively running through mid. Jake is able to boost the rounds, not able to capitalize. They will. Evoke spikes himself, unfortunately. Letty's taking the top route and no one's seen him yet. Ark's trying to close him down. Does get a grab in. They might be able to get some OD. Letty just juking around a little bit, absolutely destroys Looms. He might go for a split, no. Instead he's going to go for the bomb. Evoke well covered though. And last round of pops, Asby's going to leave the rolling in base. He does go that juke juice in middle though. And there's only one ahead now. Evoke coming in, teaming in with that rolling. Gets the return as well as the grab. Doesn't get a handoff though.
Yeah, sorry about that. My net dropped out before. But yeah, that was unfortunate there. He was going for the handoff, but again, Lumi just sort of struggling to read these situations and just sort of leaves it way too late and just leaves way too much for gap. And Lumi still unable to lock down Jake as well, just running circles through that corner. Does manage to secure a return right there on the spike though. Last 10 seconds, Arcane could have a chance if they get a quick return. Evoke's on the anti-re, but Letty's just clear. 5 seconds left on the clock. Arcane's right up in the middle. Oh, there's a kill, but Ball's on regab. So that's going to be the game. 8-1 for that half. And what was the first half?
6-1, I think.
6-1, so yeah, 14-2.
14-2 final, yeah. Something that's even been more of a blowout with the power-ups. So 20-10 that first half and 18-12 in this half makes it 48-22. Absolute dominance from the Ballfathers on the power-ups. And that, along with the, I guess I'd call it a clear golfing quality, was the deciding factor in the win. Well done to the Ballfathers. I think they take first place with that as well, and obviously improve their cap difference significantly.
Yeah, Ballbusters had a draw. So, yeah, that puts uncontested first place.
Cool. Not sure if we're going to have interviews. Apparently most of the teams have left.
Yeah, I think everyone's off the bed, so I think we'll just wrap it up ourselves unless anyone jumps in. But yep, thanks for watching, guys. We'll be back. What's the map next week? I feel like I should know these things in advance. Swole. I don't know, I'll just look it up. But yeah, we'll be back next week. Same old shit. Let's have a look.
Also be back tomorrow night for the Miners.
Oh yeah, Miners as well. Come do that.
Miners exists, right?
Yeah, it's way more fun to watch. But yeah, next week. Oh, next week's Iron.
Iron, fuck yeah.
You remember Iron?
What? What's Iron?
I'm sure you remember. Yeah.
Oh, I was banned for Iron. Sorry.
But yeah, it should be fun. It's gonna be what are the matchups?
Oh,
hey Ark.
Hey.
Alright, a bit of an unfortunate loss there.
Loss is not really describing it accurately.
There was an unfortunate something then, but
It was god awful.
yeah, Ballfather's coming in with a bit more of experience, I think. So that's unfortunate, but
Yeah.
Art, can you pinpoint any particular areas or any particular areas you noticed that maybe your team faltered on tonight, or was it just?
Well, I won't comment for the whole team. Well, they just comment on me. The lack of pups, the miss boosts, the random spikings, generally all-round bad play.
Yeah, I think those are some of the main points that we touched on here in the box.
Yeah. So I don't know how the offense went because hard to see while on defense, but I don't really know how that was panning out. But yeah.
It wasn't much better. Sorry, mate.
Excuse me.
Nah, you were terrible, Dim.
Oh,
Haspy,
Okay.
everything seemed to go right for you tonight. Obviously, the pup golf that Ark mentioned was probably a key factor. Was there anything else that you noticed that you guys just came out on top of tonight?
I don't know. I didn't think we played that great today.
I never think we play great.
But
what?
Aspy's mum, can we get your thoughts on tonight's game?
alright, no, we were okay. I don't know, I felt we didn't do anything too great, just the other team wasn't that great, so we took advantage of that and we made use of our pups and that's why we won. But
Tim, any response?
Me?
Yeah, go for it.
What did SB say? Something about pups?
He said you were
He
crap.
said that you guys sucked.
Well, at least we don't swallow.
Oh.
But,
Fucking got him.